Hey guys, this is Stryderprime bringing you a new edition of Tooltime with Stryderprime. And today I am going to review a new product that was kindly sent to me from a company known as Airgoo. I don't know if it's either pronounced Airgo or Airgoo, but I'm going to call it Airgoo. Many people probably make fun of the other way around, so we're not going to say that. This is the Airgoo's premium airbrush compressor AG-426 with super powered double cooling fans and air tank. I got this in the mail from the company Airgoo, who just recently sent me a nice email asking me if I was willing to try out and test out this interesting product. First of all, they sent me an email saying that if I was interested in testing out their line of airbrushes and products and things like that, and I was like, okay, sure, I would not mind testing out your products. And mind you, I'm not familiar with all the airbrushing products of the world. I mean, I know there's companies like Iowata and Badger. Tamiya, of course, they make their own stuff like that, and there are other companies as well. I mean, I cannot believe that there's only just one specific, two or three different type of compressors out there. There's various compressors from the various companies. Airgoo is one of them. It's a company that's based out of China, and they asked me if I was interested. They didn't tell me what they were gonna send me, and I kindly said yes. I would definitely like to try out their product and test it out on my channel and see how well it performs. Now, I did do a little research on this product when it came in. I did the research on the company itself. Looks like they've been in the business of airbrushing products for a very, very long time. They have many brands out there that they support in their site. The Airgoo product is one. They also use products, company called Fengda it's pronounced, and another company or another product brand called oh my god, I can find it. Here we go. Timbertech. Timbertech. I was gonna say Timberbeck. Sorry. And they sent this to me, this very, very beautiful box of a compressor. And I'm like saying to myself, wow, I got a compressor. Nice. 125 watt. This is the AG-426 version, piston type, 125 watt air compressor. It's oilless. As the documentation reads on their website, well, let me give you the bullet points. Double cooling fans to allow a long continuous working cylinder heads and inside compressor house designs. 40% temperature less, meaning I guess lower temperature. High pressure, 3.5 bar on 4.5 bar. Oh no, 3.5 bar on, 4 bar off. I don't understand that. Maybe you guys can explain it to me. Single piston oil-free compressor Mini is equipped with an air reservoir tank and a regulator for the output pressure of the filter and manometer pressure gauge. Obviously, this is meant for various type of products, whether it's for painting your nails or t-shirts, or obviously for painting model kits. So yeah, I got this and I'm going to test it out. Now, I also received other products from Airgoo. Thank you very much, Airgoo, for sending this to me. I will definitely test these out. This is, of course, the Timbertech Elite Airbrush Kit, Professional High Performance. Elite Airbrush Kit, Professional High Performance, Dual Action Airbrush. The AG-183K. Now, I believe that both of these products did not come out this year. This one I know is a little older because I've seen people do a review of this. And this one, I saw one or two reviews, one from this year, one from last year, so maybe this is a updated version of the device. Maybe people would like to look in to see how, if they're planning to get this. Another product that they sent me was this Timbertech's 12 color acrylic color for airbrush. There are 12 colors in here. Yeah. For you guys who've been painting model kits and all that stuff, maybe you guys can maybe document and comment on the bottom of this channel. Tell me what you think. If you guys used this compressor before, if you used this airbrush before. I've heard some, I've watched a few videos and I heard this was pretty good, but I'm going to test it out with the compressor and see how well it performs. We're going to test it out on some spoons, and maybe I'll test it out on my next kit that I'm going to be building soon. But yeah, this is pretty nice. Again, many thanks to Airgoo. I am posting links on this video to the products if you guys are interested in purchasing these. These are available on Amazon. They're on Amazon. And I'll post a link for this product, and even for this one. I'll test out these paints as well. Let us begin unboxing and taking a look at the contents of these products. Alright, I guess the first thing we're going to do is going to unbox the big boy right here, the compressor, and see how it looks. I have to admit, I was a bit surprised when I got this. I thought I was just going to get an airbrush. I didn't realize I was going to get I was going to get the whole 9 yards here. Alright, so we have a operating instructions for airbrush pamphlet, and I guess some sort of warranty card and information. They even have their own tech support here. Good. We have the manual, and then the fans. What's kind of cool about this is this thing is all black. Okay, so this thing is not going to slide out like normal. I may have to pull it off the table, and then almost knocked my lamp up. Come on. There is a handle on the airbrush, on the compressor, so let me pull it off from there. Oh wow, this is pretty. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh my God. This is amazing. This is a very, very pretty device. I'm jelly looking at something like this. Seriously. Alright, so the next product we're going to look at is the Timbertech Professional Airbrush Tool Elite Airbrush Kit Professional High Performance Dual Action AG-183K. Dual Action Airbrush set with 2, 5, 13mm fluid cups. Working pre-1 3 bars, which I don't understand. I think that means the PSIs. It's dual action, obviously. The nozzles can be replaced, and it's gravity filled. By the way, if you're hearing some background noise, I have the AC on. It's getting a little warm now. But apparently this thing has a lot of things on this. Let's see what it has. this is a standard box. We have a standard cover, and then we have a plastic cover. Look at this airbrush. Wow, it's very, very weighty. It's a little loose here because it hasn't been tightened up yet. And I was hearing many people saying that this part of the airbrush is a little weak in a way, but I guess when you tighten it up, no big deal. Timbertech. Okay, I am feeling... Alright, I guess we have to loosen that up a bit so we can push it back. Yep. Oh yeah, there we go. Because if we tighten it up, then it's locked into place and just nothing coming out. And then if we loosen it up, good. I see the gasket holding it around this, of course. Here's the nozzle. I guess there's the tool here, but the tool is not meant for this. The tool is meant for something. There we go. So use a little pressure here. So I see a gasket there, and I guess this is the needle. Oh, I see. This is for this. Okay. Doesn't seem to want to come out. I don't know if I have to use the tool again. There's no way around that. Okay. I'll have to review the manual and see how this thing is removed. Alright, so what we got here? This is 0.3 millimeter nozzle. This is 0.8 millimeter nozzle. So I'm assuming this is the 0.5 because it says here in the box. Well, no, it doesn't say that. It says, let me see here. Needle size is optional. Nozzle size optional. But it doesn't tell you what version. There's no manual in this? Oh, there's a manual here, but I'm going to lift the whole thing up. So that's 3 and that's 8. Then of course you have, there we go. We have the needles for 8 and we have the needles for 3. Put that there. Oh, here we go. So I guess what I have is a 0.5 millimeter needle inside this. I know that the 0.8 is very big, wide, and it's good for like large painting, like large surface area paintings, while the 3 is meant for like very, very fine detail, and the 5 is like right in between. And then we have the gravity fill cups. Goes on to this. Here's the 2 milliliter cup. It's actually nice and tight. And then we have it doesn't come with a cover. Interesting. Then we have the 5 milliliter cup. Jesus. This is actually, I guess, the standard. Yeah. I guess it's the standard cup. And then we have this ridiculous big boy here, the 13 milliliters. You could pretty much, let me see this. You can pretty much dump all this, which is basically 10 milliliters of paint, inside this reservoir, and you still have space for more. I mean, I don't think in my life I'm going to be painting a massive, well, maybe a perfect grade, but I'm probably going to be ending up using this guy than this. It has some good weight to it. Let me remove this a bit. I want to see how the needle looks. So I guess this is the 5 milliliters. The needle is nice and tight going in there. Clearly I cannot use these needles in there because I would have to remove the nozzles. I have to remember, you know, being mindful of that. Depending, I mean, alright, so maybe somebody could tell me this. When would be an appropriate time to use an 8 millimeters, 8 millimeter needle and nozzle for me to paint? Lately I've been using the 5, and I'm content using the 5. Yeah, this one is going to go back in here. It's nice. I mean, clearly, yes. This airbrush is not meant for just only model building. It's for other hobbies and for people who like to do massive amounts of work. So this is quick work, you know, for a small paint. This is for like, you know, high grade, master grade a lot. Maybe this will be perfect grade. You could say something like that. Let me put the... And I didn't mention this. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't mention this. This kit came with, this airbrush came with the hose for the compressor. So that's kind of cool to do that. Let's work with that right now. Let's see. It's braided, which is good. I can fit there, but it does come with an optional adapter for other compressors. If yeah, this won't work, so this is definitely for this. And then I'm gonna connect to this. I do have a quick release switch for this, but right now I'm just doing this for testing. And I wish I had a stand to connect that to this, but I don't. Too bad that these guys didn't, you know, supplied me one, but that's okay. I'm content with getting something new. Okay, here's Airgoo's. Oh wow, product service thing for them. All right. I'm not gonna test the 3 and this and the 8. I'm only gonna just do the other ones. And I guess this one goes here. I guess. All right. Let me get a connection to this compressor, and we'll test out the paint. Okay, so I had to get one of my you know, airbrush holders, which I had in my other table. I had a plastic one, which I can't find, which I had in Japan a long time ago, and I must have put it away or whatever. But it would have been appropriate to put it here. But for now, we're just testing out the airbrush and the compressor and see how it sounds. So, I'm going to flip the switch. It may be a lot of noise. Let's see what happens. So right now, the pressure on the gauge is hitting, it's going like 20%, 30% in a few moments. And then near 40. PSIs, obviously. let it fill it up. It's hitting 50. Peaking to 55, we're near 60 psi's. And that's where it stops. It stops at 65. Okay. Obviously, this is the quick release valve to pop it out if you want to release the excess air. And here's a little you know, nut bolt there, so you can remove it so if it collects water inside. Let's see how it sounds on the airbrush. Oh, that's actually very powerful. Very powerful, Jesus. Let's see if I can actually clock it down. I'm gonna turn this around a bit. Now it says push to lock. Maybe I have to pull. No? Let's see. Oh my god, this thing's... Ah! Yes. So... I'm going to reduce it by half. Let me see if I can... Am I going the other way? Wait, if I turn this way, I'm doing negative. If I do, oh, there we go. I'm actually seeing the percentage going down. So if I wanted going down to 20 psi's, then lock it in. There we go. Now it's nice and quiet. I'm not usually at 60 to 50 psi's when I'm airbrushing. It's usually the other way around. Right now that's still over 10. Let's bring it up to 20. That should be fine. And that locks it into place. See, that's like the normal sounding of an airbrushing when you're applying air. Very nice, very smooth. And of course that kicks in, but it doesn't show you. So like I'm not okay. I have another compressor, and I have two gauges. One gauges the tank, the other gauges the psi's. Right now it has already filled up the tank, so I'm gonna turn it off because there's no reason for me to continue because I'm gonna be feeding off this. And that sounds good. And then you can lift it up and increase the psi's to something a little bit more better, or bring it down a bit for more controlled painting. That's actually very nice. Let's look at the paint that was provided to me. Okay, let's look at these paints that they sent me as well. Oh, pretty bottles here. Square bottles, nice. We have ourselves here flesh color. This is sky blue. Clearly this is yellow, middle yellow. Rose red. Titanium white. And green. The set's right here, but I'm going to put orange red. I can even pronounce that. Phthalo blue? Phthalo blue? Phthalo? Gesundheit. Black. Okay. Doesn't look black to me, but fine. This is pink. Pink. Okay. This almost feels like Game Workshop type colors. Naples yellow. Okay. More yellow than the other yellow. And this is Cobalt Blue. Okay. Alright. I'm going to... Let me just make sure that the paint flow looks good on this airbrush. I'm going to apply a little bit of thinner. Give it a good flow here. By the way, I turned off the compressor, so I'm using what's in the tank. Okay, good flow. We're gonna prime. I'm gonna prime these spoons here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right here on this table. And for that, I'm gonna need something to use. I'm gonna use this box here. Just put a little bit of primer. This is the Mr. Hobby's. I'm sorry, yeah, Mr. Hobby's primer, 1500. Let's do a little bit of flow here. Let me zoom in. The flow is very good for this airbrush. I mean, right now it's new, clearly. Okay, let me do a few more, and then we'll start with we'll test out the acrylic paint. Okay, the coverage is good, nice and smooth. Put these to the side because we're going to test out some of these paints. First one is going to be the Cobalt Blue. This is acrylic. This is an acrylic paint. I don't know if it requires thinning, so I just put a little bit on this. Let's give it a nice little pass. Oh, the flow's good. I may have put in too much in here. But the blue looks good though. Oh, good. Turn this off. Alright. That's the Cobalt Blue. Alright, next up is going to be the Titanium White. And mind you, this is acrylic, so whatever you do, don't put a lacquer-based thinner on this because it may do something stupid, which I always keep forgetting to not do that. Water. This is all water-based. Now, I did pre-thin this white. And I think I may have not cleaned this up properly. That was my fault. Alright, now the paint is coming out. Come on. You can do it. Let me try something here. Then the fact that the compressor finally ran out of air. Much better now. Now it's blowing up fine. Alright. There's a little bit of hint of blue there because I think I didn't clean up the blue that's inside the reservoir. But that's fine. We're going to wait until it dries so we can review it. Alright, the next color we're going to do is the rose red. The rose red color. See how that comes out. Not bad. It's a little wet though. I think I may have put in a little bit too much water, but it is flowing fine. I'm just going to stop right there and then I'll let it dry. I'll let that dry later on and then I'll give it another pass once it finishes. Okay, I had my fair share of painting acrylics and I can understand the concept and idea of it. But now we're going to paint paints that I use the most, lacquer base. And first I'm going to paint using Mr. Color White. Then we'll compare it with the color that I painted before. This is pre-thinned white already I did before in preparation for the next Gundam kit that I'll be making. And there you go. That is actually, hold on a second, I don't know if I'm zooming in properly. There we go. That looks good. Looks real good. Alright, the next one is going to be a red color tone, which is going to be Salisbury Red, which I've already prepared in my DP bottles. See how it looks. Oh yeah. The flow on this airbrush is very well, and good pressure tone on this control. Nice. I am enjoying this much better than what I realized. And of course, in case anybody wants to know, you can do very good control spraying. Very simple, as you can see here. Nice. I'm doing that just to empty out the reservoir. But that's the red. And then the final color will be the blue. Let's see how that looks. I actually have another paint, primed spoon if I want it, but I'm gonna leave that for later for something else. We don't need to do that. Sorry. Oh man, that looks very nice. That is gorgeous. Alright, so here's a preview of the paint that I used right now. Yeah, I kind of goofed up on this. That is more my fault. I put in maybe too much water and it came out too wet, so clearly I'm not going to do it again. The blue on this one came out nice. Very good. A little too glossy for my taste, you know. I couldn't tell if this was semi-gloss or just gloss. This one was also a goof too, which I think I should have figured out. I'm not familiar with this type of paint. It's acrylic. Almost, I feel like the Vic paints that I had is maybe a little bit more better than this. But it is what it is. However, when you look at paints like this is the Titan's Blue 1. Oh, sorry, 2. And this one came out smooth. Very nice. The red, which is this is technically the Sotheby red, came out nice and smooth as well. And this one, came out a little off, but it's still good. That and the fact that I painted the red while this was inside the box, so yeah. But still, much better. I guess the airbrush is perfect with acrylic lacquer. Okay, the airbrush is good with any type of paint you want to use. You just got to remember how to prepare it and set it up. But I feel more comfortable using lacquer-based paints on the Timbertech Airbrush than I do with the acrylic paints. Maybe I'm still not accustomed to this yet. They are, they probably are good as hand-painted products. Airbrush, that is left to be desired right there. So what are my final thoughts on this compressor? I have to admit, I am very, very impressed with it. I never thought I would be getting a very, very, very good compressor for the scale and size that I have. I'm kind of a little, spoiled. The fact that my other compressor has some features that this doesn't have, but it's my new. It's not a big deal. I mean, first of all, the tank holds up the air quite well. You can adjust it quite easily to the specifications of your airbrush. You know what you want to paint, whether it's for model building, whether it's for people painting nails or T-shirts, graffiti type things. In various colors and types. I haven't tried it with enamel. I don't have enamel. It works okay with acrylic, but like I mentioned before, I'm not very proficient with acrylic yet. It does amazing work with lacquer-based paints like Mr. Hobby, and sooner or later, I'll try other brands like Gaia or Finisher. But in all, this is actually a very good compressor for the price. And if you go to Amazon.com, which I am posting the link on this channel, on this video right now, you can get it for $105. $105 gets you this sleek, compact, and very powerful compressor, the Airgoo AG-426. Now, whether you're new into airbrushing and you want to get yourself a compressor, or you need, or you want to replace your aging compressor with something a little bit more, a little bit more kick or punch or stability, this is the one to look for to get. I know that many probably have other airbrushes from other compressors from other companies that pretty much fit the bill for them. But this is a great for intermediate, for beginners and intermediate. Also, it serves as a great backup in case, God forbid, something happens to your current compressor that you're using. But it is an amazing little product that the company Airgoo has sent me. The Timbertech was a bit of a surprise, and quite frankly, I was taken back by the fact that this thing, this airbrush, is technically a lot better than my Gaahleri that I reviewed a few months ago. Like, it was a few months ago, a few years ago, last year or maybe this year. But yeah, my Gaahleri was great, but getting this, it's very strong. And it took me a while to figure out how to replace the nozzles. I did not know that was more my fault, but reviewing more people online and obviously read the manual. It works well for the paints you use. I'm not very fond of it because of the acrylic, which of course, that brings me to the acrylic. I'm not familiar with the acrylic brand of Timbertech. I guess it's okay. But I have to understand how it works if I want to use it. Chances are I may not want to use it, but I can imagine that it still will work well, hand painting it for like miniatures and wargaming and things like that. Airbrushing, on the other hand, I gotta figure that out if I want to continue using that. Personally, I would probably use the Vic paints than this brand. Not saying that's not bad. All paints are good. The only difference is you got to learn how to apply it and how to use it, and whether they fit, the environment of they fit the way you want in your painting. Respectively, this is $105. This one, the Timbertech's, and I got to give you the model number. It is AG-183K. This is retailing at $25. Again, the link is down below. And if you guys are interested in this 12 color set of color paint, I put the link down below. It's actually at a reasonable price of $15. Very good. Very good. But yeah, I'm deeply impressed, shocked, and pleased to get this. And I hope all of you who are watching this, who are needing a compressor or an airbrush, and of course paint, consider this. And hopefully this will improve your hobby and, elevate it to the next level. I'd like to thank Airgoo for sending the products for me to review. Thank you, Airgoo. This is a company that is specialized in painting and airbrushing. These are not like a mom and pop shop. These are a quality company that knows their craft and are striving to improve their products. I hope you guys like their products and try them out. Thank you again, Airgoo. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and what can I say but stay tuned for more Tool Time with Stryderprime coming soon. You guys all have a great day.